Hello friends, in this video I want to talk about the importance of personal branding for your home care business. Before I jump into the importance of personal branding, I want to cover a couple of things. Number one, do not panic about the mass layoffs. Don't worry about it. If you are good at what you do, I promise you're going to make it. You're going to be just fine. What I've noticed is when you are stuck at a job working for somebody else, you tend to conform to their rules and how they do things. Often you work so much that you don't even have time for yourself anymore. No time to even take care of your health, no time, even vacations. When was the last time you took a month-long vacation? Maybe a week or two. But even then, they try and make you feel guilty about taking a vacation. If you look at majority of the people right now that are complaining that they can't find work, the number one complaint that they have is that employers are posting fake jobs, ghost jobs. Now, why is this happening? Every time I hear about a trend, I dig a little deeper to figure out what's the real cause of this. And I know exactly what's happening and why this is actually working in your favor, believe it or not. See, this is what's great. If you're watching this, it means like you're already a high IQ human being. Additionally, you're already good at what you do. And you know you're good at what you do. That's why you're looking for this information. My videos are pretty long, and I know they can get kind of boring sometimes, but it weeds out the people that have low attention span. It weeds those people out immediately. If your attention span is very short, you're gonna hate my stuff. But if you got good comprehension skills, you're gonna get all the game. Let me tell you what's happening. Employers have this illusion of options or choices. There's a book that was written about this concept. If you give somebody too many options or choices, they don't choose at all. If you go to a kid and give them maybe two options of, let's say, ice cream, and I've done this experiment with my own kids, by the way. I'll ask them, hey, listen, what kind of ice cream do you want? They would just remain silent. Because in their head, they're thinking, well, there are 1,000 flavors out there, so I didn't even know what to pick. So they get paralyzed by having too many choices. When I'm asking my kid what kind of ice cream they want, I'd say, do you want vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream? I just give them two options. And then they'll say, oh, I want chocolate ice cream or I want vanilla ice cream. I make it easy for them. So they're able to make a decision really fast. The opposite is happening for these employers. They are seeing all these people getting laid off. So in their heads, they're saying, oh, that means there are so many people out there that are desperate. Oh, are they? Let me explain. If you are an employer and already you are greedy and you're used to treating employees badly, mistreating them and not paying them enough, and you hear that there are a lot of people that are desperate for work out there, and you can pay them like $15 an hour, $20 an hour in this economy, you're going to be like, oh, I got tons of slaves out there waiting to work for my slave wages. Yeah, there are people who are mean like that. But what these employers don't understand is that it's an illusion. Because who's going to say yes to $15 an hour in this economy? When you can drive Uber, when you can do DoorDash, go to OnlyFans. It's too easy to make money in other ways versus being enslaved for $15 an hour. Are you crazy in this economy? $15 an hour can't even get you groceries. Maybe if you go to Kroger, Publix, or whatever grocery store you go to, maybe you're gonna get two things for $15. Are you kidding me? Human beings are logical. Why should I go to work for this job, scratching the back of this old person for $15? Nah. When I can go to OnlyFans, hell no, I'm not doing that. It's just the way it is. Do I agree with the alternative that they're doing? No, I don't agree with it, but I understand it because the cost of living is crazy out here. So these employers are actually gonna fail in the long term, and it's actually gonna work in your favor because you're the best at what you do. So as long as you go your own way, you're gonna make your own money and you're gonna set your own rates. So you cut out the middleman. So this illusion of choice makes them think that, oh, we got time. Oh, we can continue to put out these ghost jobs and treat people like trash during the interview process and underpay them, pay them very low wages, but it never works out. People are not stupid out here. People are not stupid. When the tide goes down, all the naked ones get exposed. So you don't worry about it. The tide is going down. And all the fake business owners out there that have been paying employees slave wages, they're gonna get exposed. So don't worry about it. What does this mean for you as a new business owner that is looking to get into this? And why is it important for you to start your own personal brand? When you're working for somebody else, you don't have time for yourself. You don't have time to even brand yourself. Half the time, the employer is probably hating on you. They're putting weird policies like, oh, you can't have TikTok, you can't have Instagram, you can't have YouTube channels. That's all to block you. They're scared of you. They're scared of what you can do. Why you need a strong personal brand is so that once you start the sales process, these potential clients can get a chance to know who you truly are. The new economy that we're getting into is going to require people to know the real you. There's so many corporations out there that are faceless, that are screwing people over, that are robbing people. They're all going to die off. Change is the only constant in life. They're faceless, greedy corporations. And everybody knows this. But for you, these wealthy clients are going to want to know who's the face behind this agency. And if your personal brand does not communicate the elegance, the quality, the value that you can deliver to them, they'll never say yes to working with you. They just won't. If you have an Instagram that is full of content, it could be photos, videos of your operations, how you operate behind the scenes, for example, how you treat your workers, how you manage your operations efficiently on the back end. You can use that as leverage for these wealthy clients to say, here's the reason why you should hire us. Follow us on Instagram so you can kind of see it behind the scenes, why we deliver the best value. Let me tell you a quick story. I have an employee here in Africa, a guy that works for me. He's really, really good. He got married and recently had a baby. And that baby had some complications that needed surgery. Fortunately, the healthcare situation here is not too expensive. So when I heard about it, my wife told me about this situation. Immediately I knew we have to pay for this. We have to pay for this kid's surgery. Because if we don't do that, this guy that works for us is not going to be a happy employee. And he's not going to be able to deliver good work for us. This is something that's obvious, right? Let me ask you this question. God forbid something happens to you or somebody in your family. It could be something small, like short on rent, right? Maybe you're behind on rent. Is your employer ever going to say, yeah, I'll pay your rent for this month, no problem, as long as you show up to work on time? Are they going to do that? It's crazy, isn't it? The productivity of this employee is doubled now. And I don't pay him any more than I do. But his productivity doubled because I paid for his kid's surgery. Now, he's not stressed out at home because his wife is not stressing him out. So he's happy. He comes to me like every day asking me, hey, boss, do you have any more work? I'm like, yeah, okay. You can relax today. You can relax. But is your employer ever going to do that for you? What I'm saying is this. If you can create your personal brand around being human again and communicate that through social media, you can use that as leverage to close that deal with that millionaire client. Because there's something that millionaires understand. There's something that rich people understand. I'm talking about the rich people that are good people. Of course, there's some greedy, mean rich people. They're everywhere. I'm focusing on the good ones here. There's something that they do know. They understand that when it comes to quality of life, they don't compromise on that. They understand that in order for them to get the best value from a human being, that human being needs to be treated with dignity, and they get that. So if you communicate that in your social channels, I promise you're going to win. You're going to close a deal because your competitor is not doing that. Your competitor is a faceless LLC. Half of you guys have never met the owner of your company. You don't even know what they look like. Or if you do know what they look like, they're probably trying to dodge you. They're trying to dodge you because they know that if they do come around you, you're going to sniff out the BS. You're going to sniff the fact that they're not genuine people. And they're scared of that. They're scared. They're terrified. Focus on your personal branding immediately. That's critical into this economy that we're getting into. If you need help on how to set up your personal branding, I got you. Schedule time. I'll show you exactly what to do. It won't cost you a lot of money to set up your personal branding. It won't cost you as much as you think it will. I hope you get some value from this video. Schedule time. Let's talk about it.